are live. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Respect the Craft podcast. This is episode number 41, and I'm joined by one of the best big man going today. He is the Jurassic Juggernaut, Vince Steele. How's it going, brother?
I'm doing real good, man. Real good.
Awesome. Glad to be able to talk to you today. Because again, it's been a few years too. I was trying to find what show it was that we met. I want to say it was sometime like 2017, either BCW or BWF. One of the two. Because I know I saw you around a lot that time.
Yeah. Most likely BCW.
Yeah. But it's been a minute, man. Glad to have you here. Glad to be able to talk to you. We got a lot to talk about today. There's a lot of shows going to be coming up, and also a lot of things I do want to ask. But before we get into any of that, I have to ask you again. The show is called Respect the Craft. So when you hear that term, the craft, what does that mean to you?
Craft is pretty much to me it's our profession. The most respectful way to call the business is the craft. And I see a lot of us workers, wrestlers, we are all artists and we're all part of the craft to create stories and images for people to remember years in and years out.
Yeah, there you go. Got you. So another question I wanted to ask before we get into all the promoting and all the shows you got coming up, you call yourself, and again, I know this is the moniker you use, but the best big man going today. So I got to ask again, there's a lot of big men. So
You got it wrong. It's the best big man in the business in general.
Okay. So again,
Yeah.
so when you call yourself that again, there's a lot of big men in this business. How do you feel again? You're the best doing it.
For me, it's time and patience. I've been in the business for 21 years. This starting this year, and I went from levels of my career, which not everyone had gone through, but levels of my career that I learned the craft more, and I feel like I know a lot more, and I feel like I produce the best for a big man, especially in this era where heavyweight wrestling for guys like me, guys who look like me, are forgotten about.
All right, got you. Again, I wanted to ask because I know again when you throw that word in front, again, the best, it has to have that presence with it. It has to have that moniker with it. It's a big word to use, but definitely again, you faced some of the other big men in this business. Again, you go through it. You face guys like Astro, TJ Marconi, Adam Kerr. Like you've gone through the biggest of guys as well, and you've come out on top. Again, I was
Yeah.
looking through pictures as well. I feel like there hasn't been a time you weren't holding that Ace championship for the longest. Like you were the guy with that championship. So again, I just wanted to ask you so you could tell the fans watching at home why you are the best in the business.
Yeah.
So there you go. But let's keep it going here. Let's talk about this show here coming up this weekend as you're going to be in the DC area. You're going to be
Yes.
for Cinco de Mayo. They're celebrating here. It's going to be a mix of a lucha show here.
Yes.
How do you feel about those lucha shows? Because I've seen what you do in that Cha-Cha Steele comes out a little bit. When you're with Cha-Cha
Uh,
Charlie, you get to the party character there. So how are
well,
those
well,
lucha environments for you?
actually, the what you saw with the Cha Cha Juggernauts, that was our first as a team coming into a lucha show. But
Okay.
I have experience doing lucha shows since I guess about 2017. I started doing I did Moss Productions where they did shows mostly in the Bronx, but they also did shows in Brooklyn and in Queens and in Jersey. Um, that's a way different style than what everyone else is really used to. But like for me, calling myself the best big man, I learned to adapt, and I'm able to work with that style.
Got you. No, and again, as a big man, you're not afraid either to fly, because I've seen you go off those maneuvers that, again, a big man usually doesn't pull off. Like, and you
Yeah,
proved it again why you are one of the best. But here we go again. That respect here from PJ Savage, showing you mad respect here. There you go. And then another big man right there, and Ray's Big
yeah,
Sam right there, showing you dopeness.
that's my brother right there. That's my brother. We had a major battle, but I got mad respect for that man too.
No, definitely, definitely. I definitely seen you guys go to war, and again, it's all that respect. End of the day, it's that respect in that ring. But awesome. But that's cool again with those lucha shows, and again, being a part of this Cinco de Mayo. And again, I see another guy you're definitely big familiar with. King Jeter is going to be there this
Yeah,
weekend. So again, that's going to be a lot to hold in that ring. So, uh,
well, King Jeter lost a lot of weight. He used to be a 500 pounder.
yeah.
Now he's in the 350 mark. So he's a lot lighter and he probably moves a lot faster now.
No, definitely. I got to see him. It was, I want to say, 2 weeks ago at Catalyst. Brothers moving swift. He had a sense on an Anthony gang going there. I was like, he's moving as fast as I seen him now. So he's getting there. Now here we go. Matt Awesome as well, giving you best big man in the business right there. There you go. Ray
Thank
showing
you,
that
Matt.
respect and love. There we go. Matt Awesome also again. Much love. There you go. Gotta love the respect again. Everyone showing respect to another one of the OGs right here. So again, when that term, like when we spoke before we got on the podcast as well, I've had a few of the guys that you've come across. So again, to tell the fans, how'd you get that start? Because you're 21 years in the business. So where was it for you that everything started with again the
But
guys you've gotten to grow in the business with?
well, usually, I started off like everyone as a fan, watching stuff, and then being in New York, you have access to public access television and all that stuff, and you find little that's how I discovered indies. And there was this one promotion, it was called RDW, Real Deal Wrestling. They had a weekly show. Find out where they hang out at, the promoter where he hangs out at and stuff like that, which grabs us over into the original Doghouse back in 2001. And I got my start in there with them, and then eventually, like, open up networking and stuff like that, and I ended up being in Doghouse and LIWF. And I think right now I am one of the last of the original Doghouse guys that came out of there before it was unfortunately closed.
No, definitely, and that's been something I've been looking back into, especially with Monster Mac. We've been talking about on Glory Days, and again that group of talent right there's nothing that touches it. When you look at
It's
again the
scary
people that came out of the doghouse, it's like it's a breed like none other.
and
Like
scary
yeah,
because if you're from the Doghouse, we had a reputation to uphold. And man, I can tell you, my first 2 years at the Doghouse, man, my chest was purple every Saturday night. I'll just tell you that much. I had a purple chest for 2 months, for 2 years almost.
so I gotta ask again. We talking doghouse. We're talking again. You one of the best big men. So I can imagine you felt a little bit from Lathan, no? Or was that in the?
That's that's my trainer. That's my sensei.
There we go. Again, much
Lathan
love to
is my
Lathan.
sensei. Yeah, man, love him so much, man. Miss him too.
There we go. There we go. Again, I'm going through all this, like the lineage, learning all that with Monster Max. So, and that's another guy I've seen you go to war with. That's another one of the OGs, a Theo there. So much respect to him as well. And for you, again, getting to grow up in that with the doghouse, and then that's sending you off. I can imagine again you've gotten to experience a lot of that, being with around Homicide, the DRS, the DHS, both teams. Again, tremendous teams out of there as well. How was that for you? Then now you're still going today. How have you seen that evolution with the style of talent that's coming out now?
Wow, man, I actually like seeing the changing of the guard, you could say, from the original Doghouse guys, even the guys from APR. I know you heard about stories about APR. That's where Homicide is originated from and stuff like that. I know all those people. And I just came and blessed because I'm 37 now, and I started when I was 16. So I was able to grasp it. But the only thing, unfortunately, I never got to learn. And I'm gonna let it be known, I am not a graduate of the doghouse. I never got those credentials. But the one thing I didn't get to learn was to conduct business like behind the scenes and making sure my envelope has money in it or not and stuff like that. That was one thing I also regretted to learn, but I eventually learned it, and it opened more doors for me and stuff like that. So Doghouse got me to start, and I'm gonna remain being a doghouse guy. I don't care what anybody says. If I'm a graduate or not, I'm a doghouse guy. So
No, definitely, definitely. And again, that holds name when you talk about that again. It shows what kind of talent you are. Again, that comes with that lineage, that comes with that talent. And again, it's adding more to why you are the best big man in the business. Because again, you came from Doghouse. Again, those guys were no jokes. That was something that it holds that. And again, 21 years in the game, you're no slouch. You're coming in this with that knowledge, with that mindset, and again, that respect for the craft and for the art of the business. So definitely, definitely. But let's get into this one now. Let's talk about this matchup coming up on May 14th. This is going to
yeah,
be for Ambition here. It's you, and I'm hoping I don't butcher his name because he looks like a guy that might want to kill me. Yabo. I'm hoping
Yobo,
I'm not.
Yobo,
Is it? Okay.
it, Yobo the clown,
Okay.
and
So,
it's for Square Circle Megastars. That's the name of the promotion.
okay.
Ambition is the name of the show. And
Okay.
yeah, man, it's my second time back in Chicago. Um, Also, like, I'm very humble with the experiences I have because, to be totally honest, like, for somebody who coming out of New York and going outside of his state and stuff, and knowing that people know who you are, it's very humbling to me and stuff. And I love the crowd out in Chicago. It's similar to New York, but they're not as harsh as New Yorkers. I can tell you that much.
That's great. That's great. But also, again, it the clown looks like he has a look to him. So, how you prepping for this? Because again, he has that almost sad look, but then the tattoos, all that is looking like it's gonna be a fight in
Yeah, I did.
Chicago.
I did my studies on him. He's a little out there and stuff like that. But like I said in my promo, I said I hope you can make me laugh. I'm let him know because it's not a funny game once we get in the ring together. So
Hey, that's when again, laughing stop. It's all business when it's that ring time. So
true.
there you go. But talking about that again, like you said, you were able to get out of just the New York area. For you, was that again being so many years in the business now? Is that the most important for you to be able to expand from just being around the New York scene, wanting to get out of it and get to the other states as well?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I really haven't got that much love in the New York scene. I feel like I should be given more opportunities locally, but for that reason, that's why I decided to step out and to go out more. And I'm proving my wealth more outside, and still I'm not getting recognition for possibly getting people streaming buys and stuff like that. I have fans all over, and a lot of promoters they're not seeing that, and which I don't get. Because I'm a draw. I guarantee you, if you book me on the show, you're gonna at least get your money. What I'm asking for, you're gonna get that back. Guarantee you that. And I hope promoters are watching this, and I want them to understand I'm about money. If you want to make money, your best bet is Vince Steele.
All right, there you go. And again, that's one of the things about the New York scene. It has done that. It pushes out. But again, you're showing your worth. You're showing what you bring to that table. And again, I know a lot of people are going to be watching this after the fact. And hey, maybe those calls start popping again. 2022, everything's starting to open up a little more in New York. So, and every little place you're seeing a new promotion. So who knows what's going to happen next?
And
But for
also,
you getting, oh, there you go.
uh, also during the pandemic, I was pretty much the only guy actually working. I traveled out to Florida. Florida was wide open. I was doing 400, 500 people in a building right in the beginning of the pandemic when stuff started to shut down. And I maintained during the pandemic. I wrestled AC Romero in Atlantic City. So it's like I'm out there, and then you know what I'm saying. I really feel like the local promoters are not like capitalizing on me.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. That was for BCW, right? You and Ace.
Yeah, yeah. The
Oh
for
man, that's
the 40th anniversay.
oh man, that's a match right there. Again, that's another a colossal collision right there for you two. I gotta ask again, who haven't you again when you talk about best big man as well? Who haven't you faced? Is there anyone on your list still that you're like, I gotta face this guy?
I wanna test the waters with guys like Samoa Joe, Brody King, the big guys that are making a name for themselves now. Sam Stackhouse. Like I want to work big guys because to be totally honest, that nostalgia of giants have left the sport. And I'm not saying that the high flyers are the cause of it, but you know, there's more high flyers than they are big giants. And you know, I just want to be that giant that really stands out.
No, definitely. And again, I feel that's it's kind of the lost art in wrestling because again, that's what you saw originally. You saw the
Yeah,
big dudes, you saw guys that again, it was larger than life because that's what the spectacle was. So now again, it's kind of it's lost that little bit of the art for it and that love for it because now everyone's trying to do a lot of the flying stuff, a lot of the car crash matches, if you will. Like it but again, I feel like there's still that niche as well because again, everyone could still love seeing those big man collisions. Like I said, when I heard you fought Ace Romero, my eyes like opened up because I'm like, oh, that's a match right there. So that's. But again, like I brought up earlier, you have done your own dives. You have done your moves from the top. I gotta bring up the clip here,
okay.
and I know you know what I'm talking about. A clip that's been seen worldwide. Even one of the best ever to do this, Chris Jericho, gave his thoughts on this. What what was going on in that clip right there? Like I gotta ask. It looked like you were going for a diving headbutt, but the guy was not. He didn't base for you there. He was just like, "Now I'm gonna still be over here." So
No, no,
what went on there?
actually, I completely botched that entire move. That was all me. The thing was, that was a few years back in a small local promotion in New York, and mind you, this was a match that was going on for 45 minutes. It was
Oh
like a
wow.
big battle royal,
Okay.
Royal Rumble style. Like 40 guys was in the match, and we were the last two. And I decided I wanted to do something big. But the thing was, you know, when you're a professional wrestler, you have to plot things out the right way. And I was tired, and gravity had the best of me. So it's usually when you do coast to coast, you stand on one side of the corner. I didn't. I stand on both sides and decided to jump. That was on me. If I would have planned it, if I would have planted my feet the right way, it would have been it would have been explosive for that finish. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. But Rob Dyrdek gave me a few bucks for that clip, so I it paid for itself. So
Hey, there you go. And again, I can only imagine when that happened. I can imagine in the moment you're like, shit, like you're beating yourself up because you're like that it didn't go the way you wanted.
you can
But
see it in the clip. You can see it in the clip when I pop
yeah,
back up. I'm like, fuck, and I just
yeah.
I kicked him. I was like, yes, but
But I can imagine now again when you see it's on ridiculousness. It's been played over a million times by now because MTV only plays ridiculousness nowadays.
yeah,
And then you got Chris Jericho watching it. How'd that feel
yeah.
for you getting to see? Again, I can imagine you also got to see Jericho, and you have that respect for his tenure in the business. So when you see his thoughts on it, how was that for you?
Hey man, it is what it is. I'm very grateful. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I don't see failure, me failing on the move or whatever. It got the attention that I've been looking for, even though it was in you could say a negative spotlight, but I still got the attention. And then you know, that clip went viral. The MTV runs it every other day, so I'm being seen all over the world. So I'm happy about that. And then you know, but it was cool to see to hear somebody like Jericho critique it. Ryback had a comment on it. Who else had a comment on it? Shane Helms had a comment about it. You know, even though they were clowning me, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, it is what it is. It happened, and it happened in the past. So if it's me now, I would second guess about doing a spot like that.
Hey, but that also again, even when you look at the brighter side of things, it had their attention. And that's what
Yeah,
you want in this business. End of the day, it's a reaction and it's also getting the eyes on it. And again, like we
yeah,
said, millions of people are watching it. You're getting Jericho's eyes on it. You're getting Shane Helms on it. On like these are Hall of Fame athletes right here that are watching it. Like again, they're making a little bit of a joke, but it's also because they know the business. They know, hey, in the moment, they probably would have had to do something similar because it's like, well, you kind of got to Iggy it and do something. So
yeah. And I want to give a shout out to Botch Club and damn, I forgot the other Botch thing on Instagram. Cause they were the ones that notified MTV. MTV hit them up looking for the clip, asking for permission and stuff. So big shout out to those guys and for showing me love. They actually put up some good stuff for me too, also. So you know, big shout outs to them.
there you go. It equals out now. It equals out. There you go. Because again, it's 21 years in the business. There's gonna be good times or bad times, but hey, it's keeping moving and it's keep rolling with the tenure here. But
True.
as we're doing that, let's go on and talk about another show that's coming up now. It's going to be in June, actually, June 12th. It's a Sunday show, but it's also another lucha show here.
Yeah,
And this, just looking at the lineup right here, is insane. The
yeah,
list of talent, and again, you got you and Cha Cha Charlie there. You got your sombrero. You're looking to party, but you also got again guys like Abismo Negro. You got this whole like it's a who's who here in lucha. So your
yeah.
thoughts on being a part of that show, and what are you looking forward to here when it comes to June 12th for
Man,
Next Time
it is
Mania?
cool. It's cool because it's also my second time in Atlanta, Georgia. You know, and the crazy thing is that, mind you, like about 4 years back, I really did not see myself going from state to state to state, especially this quickly now. But yeah, man, Atlanta was like that was what a spur of the moment thing when I first went down there because they saw my clip that went viral recently of me doing the diving headbutt, and they called up Cha Cha Charlie, and there was a team that we feuded there. They wanted to bring the feud there, so that's what we're doing now. So we're working a program there with a team called Controversial Inc. They're real big in Florida, Puerto Rico, and stuff like that. So you know, but yeah, I feel very blessed to be where I'm at right now.
No, that's awesome. But speaking of that, again, you mentioned Puerto Rico as well. Have you been able to wrestle there yet, or is that still on the list of being able to make it out there?
Not yet, not yet. It's in the works.
Yeah.
It's in the works. It's in the works. So I know not right now, but soon. You know, but I got other stuff coming up, like a trip to Colombia.
Ooh.
We're working on, we're finalizing the deals right now. So this is going to be going international. So
I was gonna say is also again you're working the lucha shows. Is Mexico ever that option as well?
well, it's stuff that needs to be discussed. You know,
Okay.
I am with talks, but I don't like to count my chickens before they hatch.
Yeah, yeah, got you.
So so once I get a definite, you'll definitely everybody will know to my social media and stuff.
Yeah,
So it's in the works. It's in the works.
that's awesome. That's awesome. And again, I ask because, like I said, you've been working those lucha shows, you've been getting that exposure, and again, I can imagine how hungry those lucha libre fans are. They're gonna want to see the big man make it over there because they definitely, again, they still love seeing the big man go at it. So they
Yeah.
definitely have that hunger for it. So that's gonna be awesome to see. But let's keep it going here because there's one more show we have confirmed for you here that we're going to talk about. It was recently announced that it's going to be a new show that's starting up this July in Inferno Fight Club here. Their
Yeah.
Volume 1 show. It's going to be you taking on John Tella. This is, again, a big man fight here because John Tella is no small guy either. And it's you and him going at it. You're going to be having Rafizi in your corner, which that's going to be an interesting dynamic because no offense to Rafizi, but he's definitely not at your stature, if you will.
Oh yeah, man. That's my little buddy, man. You know what I'm saying? He's been killing it in the midget wrestling scene.
Yeah,
Right, he's on tour. He's at tour as we speak right now,
yeah,
and man, he's killing it, doing 4 or 5 shows a week. And you know, when he comes for this visit, we're gonna go out there. You're not gonna see the Cha Cha Juggernaut gimmick. It's more of a revamped version of myself and Rafizi stepping out of his comfort zone, be it more intense, more stuff. Right now, Rafizi, I don't want to call him a mascot because he's not a mascot. He's more than that. He's an amazing person in and outside the ring. So, you know, but having him on my corner is definitely a up on the level for me.
I know that's awesome. And again, that's gonna be a great match to see. To have big man going at it, Inferno Fight Club. It's all about that fight. So also your thoughts making that debut there. Again, this is their first show. So it's not something that is it's in the ordinary for you now making your debut a lot of places. It's more making those returns. Because again, everyone wants to bring you in eventually. So it's again
Yeah.
making your debut here. Your thoughts on your debut for the Fight Club here.
Well, pretty much since I haven't been getting much love in the local area, I'm really happy for Inferno Fight Club to giving me this opportunity, and I'm gonna make sure to make a real statement that day, even though it's gonna be in the course of Chartella. But you know, he's gotta understand his business, and I need my chicken. So,
And there you go. I
and
also
then
was gonna.
but
Yep.
also with John Teller, we were supposed to work each other years ago, and it never came to fruition. And I'm kind of happy. I'm hoping he's at a different level now, and we can mesh well and make something special happen. But at the end of the day, July 16th, I'm walking out with that W.
All right, there you go. And again, I definitely have seen him. He's definitely changed up his look. He's changed up a little more of his style now. He's holding some gold now. I'm seeing he's holding tag gold everywhere. So I can imagine he has a little bit of a swagger coming into this. Maybe a little more. He's gonna try to come in a little more like, oh, this is my territory here. So it's definitely gonna be something
I
to see right there.
I hope so. I hope so because I like the competition.
There you go. There you go. But also talking about the venue is going to be in. The last time I saw you actually was at the Knights of Columbus when it was Violence and Suffering for the Children, when it was a tribute show for my brother Matt Travis.
Rest in
And
peace, Matt
yeah,
Travis, man.
uh,
Much love to his family, man. My condolences to his family. Shout out to Joe Smooth. You know, shout out to Hog because I know he was a big part of Hog and all that, man. Much respect to them and congrats on the success that they're getting and all that stuff. Hopefully one day Brian Excel opens the door for the best big man in the business. I don't mind doing something in Queens. I'm hoping. So, you know, but much power to them and congrats on all the success that they're getting.
there you go. But where I was getting with it as well was that show. You and Mav kind of almost destroyed the Knights of Columbus that day.
It
That poor
was
merch table didn't have a chance.
and it was also a scary moment also. You know, my hit with the burning hammer and unfortunately the back of my head stood at the canvas and the rest of my body went over. But thank God that I didn't break anything and I'm pretty flexible in the neck now, so thanks to damn Miles, I'm a little, you know, I can fit into small places now. Thanks, Miles.
There you go. And again, I can imagine again, that's a veteran matchup right there. Again, you and Moff been around almost the same time now, so it's like a matchup like that. I would hope, especially for those that were there, they understood how important a matchup like that is, especially for the tri-state. Because again, coming out
And
of that same time frame.
I give that man so much respect, Dan Moff. And to be honest, he is one of the best today. I don't know why this man has not been given a multi-year contract, and he's living in a mansion right now. That man deserves every coin he gets. And even in the small shows, you're getting 110% Dan Moff every single time. And I learn from guys like that, man. I admire guys like that. And Moff already knows what type of relationship we have together, inside and outside of the ring. I got much love for him, man. And I learned so much from that man, especially telling stories in the ring. Learned so much from him.
All right, there you go. But now again, we talked about the shows that are confirmed. Again, we don't want to put anything more out there. But is there places, again, if it's a works, you don't have to tell us, but are there places you're still looking to make your impact in 2022 that you got your eyes on that you can't talk to us about?
Well, late March, I debuted for King of Sport Wrestling out in Paris, Texas.
Okay.
They have an entire super heavyweight division that
Ooh.
is completely game changing, and I'm hoping to win that super heavyweight title, to be the first. And if you look back at my social media, there's articles these guys put. They promoted the hell out of me, and big shout out to King of Sports Wrestling. These guys took care of me when I went out there. They promoted me like crazy, and um, I worked with a gentleman named Scott Murdoch. He's a student of Dr. Death's, and man, me and this guy tore the house down. And for also somebody that can keep up with my type of style, where I'm more of I'm a big guy that can really move in the ring, and I can hang with pretty much almost anybody. And he hung with me, and I was very impressed with what he did. Even though he got the W, I gotta get one back on him when I get back down there. I'm just hoping that comes very soon. What other places pretty much Shadow Wrestling Alliance out in Ocala, Florida. I'm their heavyweight champion right now. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be at their show this weekend, but June 4th, I'm definitely gonna be there. I'm just waiting for them to put out the press releases and all that stuff. Um, what's another? Be making my debut for New Age Wrestling up in I think it's Springfield, Massachusetts.
Okay.
Um, June 18th, but I'm waiting for them to drop their information first
Okay.
and
Gotcha.
announce me and all that. So, like, I got a lot of stuff in the works. It's just gonna be in the upcoming weeks that's still gonna be coming out. Got a lot of stuff coming out. So,
Hey, there you go. That's the best thing to always stay busy. That's what you want right there. You want to always have that busy schedule. But also, again, we threw out some names that you would like to face big man wise. But is there anyone else that you got your eyes on? Again, like I said, 21 years in the game, you've gotten to see a lot of the newer talent come out. Is there anyone that's catching your eye that you're like, I gotta hang in there with him?
well, locally, I haven't been paying too much attention because I've been busy myself. So, we got. I can say I want to get my hands on TJ McConey again. You
Okay.
know, back in 2015, his career launched because I bowed down to him pretty much. I lost the Ace Heavyweight title to him, and he went up and beyond and started doing a bunch of stuff. Um, with TJ, and then he has he's very open minded, and he speaks out a lot about the things he doesn't like. And one of the things is I'm calling myself the best big man in the business. That's one of the things he doesn't like. So TJ, man, whatever, man, just get a promoter to book it. Make sure make sure they talk to me. We'll cover my fee, and then we'll take care of it. and I'll take care of you this time for sure.
There you go. I was hoping that was gonna be simple because I'm like, that's the Don right there. That's one of my that's my boss. I don't want to. I want to take a big boot because of it.
You know, man, it's more of a professional beef. You know, personally, I respect what he's been doing. You know what I'm saying? You know, but you know, him coming out of pocket, you know, bro, just worry about what you're doing, and don't listen to anybody or don't pay attention to anybody else's shit, and then you'll succeed. That's how I've been living my life the past few years, and it's been working for me. You know, I don't like to badmouth any wrestlers, any promotions, because to be totally honest, professional wrestling is a learning game. You ain't gonna get this stuff overnight, and you ain't gonna get it in a year or two. It takes time, it takes patience, and it takes understanding to make it real good in this business. And I believe me doing this for 21 years, I have the confidence enough to say that I'm the best big man in the business. Because I'm a big man that can tell a story in the ring. I am a big man that can fly, and I'm a big man that can make you laugh and I can make you cry. So, and I sell a lot of merch.
There you go. Hey, the logo again. It's a cool logo too. Like that Jurassic Juggernaut. I can imagine it sells. So hey, there you go.
And that name came by mistake. That name was by and that's how a lot of top wrestling moves were mistakes. Names made up by mistake. And I give a big shout out to my boy Cheyenne Ortiz for coming up with the name. He was describing my stature, and the word Jurassic Juggernaut came out of his mouth. And then that's where the light bulb went off. So I gotta give a lot of credit to Cheyenne Ortiz. I also gotta give credit to Ace Pro Wrestling promoter owner Mike Morgan, because if it wasn't for him, I would not understand the structure on how to present a match. Between him and Dan Moff coming together with me and helping me develop my character, and then with Morgan teaching me the fundamentals on how to make money in this business, I owe my entire career to that man. So Mike Morgan, I love you to death. You're like a pops to me, even though I call you brother, but you are. And I love you so much. Thank you so much for everything you've done for me.
Hey, that's awesome right there. Again, with Ace, they've been making their way back. They've been opening their doors. Is that a return that could possibly happen in this year?
That's my house, baby. That's my house. I can come and go as I please in Ace. So whenever they announce the next show, you're gonna believe that Vince still will be there.
Hey, there you go. And again, I can imagine, like I said, there wasn't a time I didn't see you with that belt almost for a while. I can imagine your eyes are still on regaining that championship.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially with that big mouth, Alvin Alvarez hasn't really defended that belt, but he's claiming he's the longest reigning champion in history. So, all right.
Hey, there you go, right there. But also, there was one more person I wanted to ask you about, because again, I got to see you guys post the other day being together. But I want to talk a little bit business wise, your relationship with another OG in the game, EC Negro.
Oh yes, my brother, man. Me and Shinago, we knew each other all the way back in Doghouse. Before his unfortunate him leaving the business, he was working together with other guys with Now You Create. If it wasn't for him, that buzz really didn't really start without him putting me out there like that, and pretty much opened the doors for other places for me to get noticed and stuff like that. So I gotta give him kudos for helping me out too. And you know, he's a brother for life, no matter what people say about him, no matter what disagreements or feuds he has with people that I associate with or I align myself with. he has a place in my heart that they can't touch. So I respect all boundaries. I'm not picking no sides or nothing like that. But you see, Nego, he's awesome dude. He's very smart in the game, and I just wish things worked differently for him.
Gotcha. No, definitely. And again, that's what I wanted to ask because I know, especially for that time frame, again, there's a lot of friendship there. There's a lot of time and a lot of sharing those roads together. So definitely. But Vince, before I let you go, because again, I don't want to take up too much more of your time here. There's one last question I ask everyone that comes on, and it's when everything is said and done, what is the end goal for the best big man in the business?
The end goal is to be remembered as one of the best big men in the business. And hopefully, I'm not planning on leaving this business. I'm thinking about doing it till I die. I'm not talking about as a performer, maybe a possible owner, running my own company in the future. That's in the works also. I'm also working on things like that. I want to do a school, but unfortunately, I don't think people will want to take. Well, I'd like to give knowledge out to whoever I want, to whoever wants to take it, but I don't think people are gonna want to. They're gonna last if I open up a school, and I'll get more of a being a bully and stuff like that. That's another thing why I respect where I came from Doghouse. They really gave us some very tough skin to deal with a lot of BS in this business. And thanks for all the people who were involved in creating this character, creating this man that you see here today. And you know, just to know that I mean well to this business, and I think um yeah, I feel like I'm babbling too much,
Hey, it's
but
all good.
actually
Again, that's what
I
the
just want
podcast is for.
yeah I just want to be remembered as somebody to promote as someone that you was able to depend on, someone to get the job done, and someone who you'll have memories of for years in and years out.
There you go. And again, Vince, thank you so much for coming on, man. This is truly an honor to be able to talk to you here for a bit. But also, guys, go follow him because again, you're going to want to see where he's going to be at, see those upcoming dates. And again, you never know what might pop up because again, a lot of the stuff is in the works. So go follow Vince on Instagram right there, Steele Vince. Go follow him on Twitter here at the Remix Vince. Do you still use your Twitter? Because I was looking the post that
I
kind of
man,
dated there.
you you know what is the thing is that like the social media thing is so much,
Yeah,
and I like to be private sometimes,
got you.
and I don't want to get in trouble. Like I don't want like old tweets to come up and be like, and then people want to cancel me.
Got you.
So I try to stay away from Twitter.
Okay, got you. Because I was
But
like,
but
hey, again, when you got those clips, again, Twitter's where everything just it pops. So you might want to bring it
yeah,
back. Uh,
I'm gonna try, or I'm
yeah,
gonna have somebody do it for me, because like I don't want to get in trouble. Like I know. So sometimes you have one of those nights you out drinking and you decide, you drunk tweet, and then it'll come back a year later and it destroys your career completely.
all that. So for now, go follow Vince on Instagram. Maybe he'll bring his story back. You never know. But also,
I also got a TikTok JJ Vince Steele,
oh, there you go.
um, and that just started up, and check out my recent viral video, man. It's already I think I'm at 35 million views already, all over social media, all over social media.
Hey, there you go. Again, links are going to be in the description down below as well. Go follow, go subscribe, all that good stuff because you want to continue to support. Vince, thank you again for coming on. Look forward to see what you do in
Thank
the
you for
future. And
having me.
hopefully again, someone in the tri-state starts booking you so I can definitely get to see you out here more. So
Definitely, man. Thank you so
yeah,
much for having me, man. A pleasure.
no, it was awesome. But again, guys, as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely we'll be doing a lot more podcasts coming soon. But as always, don't forget to be wise, be genuine, be real, be better people. And as always, respect the craft. We'll see you guys on the next one.